downfall. Linda was never the good witch. Gossip and spreading rumors will be your downfall. She threw her into the dead ditch. Jealousy makes you lose everything, that's the cost. How about you just stay in the land of the lost? Besties with the witch of the west. Hate on us, but you're still obsessed. Getting me to be the big bad villain, babe, go get a psychoanalysis. Because I know I'm one in a million, but it's fine, I'll be your protagonist. You're talking too much, we can all hear your whispers. Calling us wicked is a little insulting. You gave them to her, but you can keep the rest with first thoughts. Your word goes, girl, but that's just disgusting. You can call me the bad witch, but I'm not the snitch. So tell me which is which? Which is which? Which is which is which? Mirror on the wall, who's the saddest one of all? Glenda was never the good witch. Gossip and spreading rumors will be your downfall. She threw her into the dead ditch. Jealousy makes you lose everything, that's the cost. How about you just stay in the land of the lost? Besties with the witch of the west. Hate on us, but you're still obsessed. Hating me to be the big bad villain, babe, go get a psychoanalysis. Because I know I'm one in a million, but it's fine, I'll be your protagonist.
Do you ever get tired of hearing about other people's blessings, victories and miracles? It's not that you don't want them to be healed, have their marriage restored, or experience big financial breakthroughs. You're genuinely happy for them. After all, you prayed for them. But deep down you wonder, when will it happen for me? I'm trying to stay positive, but I just don't know if I can take this any longer. I'm tired of acting happy. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of trusting. When is it my turn? The longer you wait, the harder it is to stay hopeful. We watch God do amazing things and hear about these miracles happening to others. C.S. Lewis once wrote, "We are not necessarily doubting that God will do the best for us. We are wondering how painful the best will turn out to be." His words resonate deeply during times of prolonged waiting. Part of you says, "Oh, praise God. He healed somebody's marriage, brought someone's child back to faith, healed someone from cancer." There's a part of us that rejoices in that. But then there's the rest of us, right? We're sitting in line thinking, okay, wait a minute. What makes them so special? What are they doing right? What am I doing wrong? Why are they getting a yes, and I'm just sitting here waiting? Many of us cry out to God, "I just want you to do something for me. I want to hear from you. I trust you. I pray for others who are healed. I'm ready for it to be my turn." In those moments, you might decide that God's taking too long, so you take matters into your own hands. Since trust isn't paying off, you'll figure it out yourself. This is also when many people decide to quit on God and say things like, "How could a loving God allow this to happen? How could he not help me? If this is what I get for trusting God, I'm out of here." C.S. Lewis also warned against this mindset, noting, "Faith is the art of holding on to things your reason has once accepted, in spite of your changing moods. How long do you trust? How long should you trust? How long should you keep trusting when nothing seems to be happening? You're tired of trusting. You're ready for something to happen. You've been walking a long, difficult road of trust, but you haven't had your miracle moment. Keep walking, keep obeying, keep trusting. If you quit because the walk's too long, you'll never get to shout. So how do I wait for my miracle today? Never forget this. Jesus is worth the wait. He's worth the wait. We tend to rush God, but you have to trust the process and God's timing. You don't want to rush the Spirit. There's nothing worse than getting the right thing at the wrong time. And here's something you need to know about God. His timing is almost never your timing. God's timing is different because we live in an age of immediacy. We want it now. But let me remind you who you're waiting on and what you're waiting for. Having to wait doesn't mean God is late. Jesus is right on time. Don't get me wrong. He might be late according to your priorities. He might show up late to the party you're trying to throw. But he's not late on his priority. He's not late on what he's trying to do in you. As C.S. Lewis insightfully observed, God is not a deceiver that he should offer to support us, and then, when we lean upon him, slip away. Sometimes we want God to do things for us. God, will you do this for me? Will you please show up right on time and do this for me? He might say yes, or he might say, no, I'm not going to do that for you, but I am going to do something in you, and I'm always on time for that one. God is forming something in you, and he prioritizes what he's doing in you over what you might want him to do for you. Tim Keller said it this way: God will either give us what we ask for, or give us what we would have asked for if we knew everything he knew. Stay focused on Jesus as you wait. It's easy to focus on anything else. Why did she get married? Why did they get a promotion? Oh, don't we compare? You start focusing on what God's doing in everybody else's life, and you forget to focus on Jesus and what you want him to do in your life. C.S. Lewis reminded us that comparison is the thief of joy, and it's true, even more so in spiritual matters. Some of you are distracted, and instead of waiting for your miracle, you're complaining that God's blessing other people. What does that say about you?
Just one night, it's all we need. Here we go again, we're free. Here we go again, spinning in the dark, chasing every high, even if we fall apart. Here we go again, you and me were blind, losing all we've got, but it's worth it every time. Here we go again. Here we go again. We know
Here's what I think it says. God needs to do a miracle in you before he gives you the miracle you've asked for. Some of you are focused on everything but God as you wait for your miracle. And I'm not God, but if I were, that'd make me feel used. You're not interested in me. You just want what I can give. What does God want to teach you? What do you need to learn before you get your miracle? Here's the thing. I think God knows that as soon as you get what you want, you'll probably leave. Some of us only come to God when we need something. And here's why waiting is so important. Waiting teaches us that what we need is Him, not just the miracle from Him. Some of you, God has something for you to do that's amazingly productive while you wait for your miracle. But you're so focused on what you didn't get or haven't gotten that you're not focused on what He's calling you to do. There is very little that's instant with God. The needs are the same. You want healing. You need a miracle. You want God to reveal His plan and purpose. The difference is your expectation of how long it should take. A patient person prays, God, you see my situation and you know I need your help. I trust you and I trust your timing. Trust not only in God's plan, but also in His timing. Why do we need to learn to wait? Waiting on the Lord takes, and this will blow your mind, personal courage. Listen to this verse. Wait for the Lord, be strong, and let your heart take courage. Wait for the Lord. Courage is tough. We don't think about that, but we need to learn. Okay, Lord, I need courage here. Take courage. God, I need courage. C.S. Lewis once said, courage is not simply one of the virtues, but the form of every virtue at the testing point. So if you're struggling, waiting, and you don't know what to pray for instead of the miracle, say, Lord, give me the courage to wait as I sit in this. Lord, I'm not brave, I lack courage. Here's the thing. Many of us think miracle A is what we need, but God wants to work on miracle B, something we're completely blind to. Waiting is hard, and many of us are adults physically, but children spiritually. Why does God want us to wait? It takes courage. It also builds patience, because it's hard, right? It's hard to be patient in our marriage. Any parents with little children? Man, it's hard to be patient. Romans 8:25 says, but if we hope for what we do not see, we wait for it with patience. Oh God, I don't know. I don't know how this child's going to make it. Patience. Lord, I don't know if I can last in this marriage. Patience. We want God to fix it. Christianity is not about being a magician. It's about learning to be transformed. And that takes time. I waited patiently for the Lord, and He inclined His ear to me and heard my cry. Right now, God is with you. I know some of us are suffering, and it's hard, but we have to sit in that and trust God. I know some of you are hurting so bad, and you've been hurting for so long, and the pain is overwhelming. Trust God. He's right there. He hasn't left. Isaiah 40:30 says, but they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. If you want to be great, you've got to learn to wait. You've got to learn to wait. I want to encourage those of you who are suffering right now. Hang in there. Some of you have God boxed in. You're going to heal me in this way, in this time, and in this place. Would you just open your mind up and say, God, I don't know how you're going to heal me. I don't know how you're going to work a miracle. I don't know what you're going to do. Let me tell you something more important than physical healing, a spiritual touch from God. What are you waiting for? Some of you think it's a miracle. What you're really waiting for is the miracle worker. That's who we're waiting for. And now, Lord, what do I wait for? My hope is in you. Waiting is hard, but it's essential. It's so important for our spiritual development that you don't just want a miracle, but that you want the presence of the miracle worker. C.S. Lewis reminded us that the longest way round is the shortest way home, and in our spiritual journey, waiting on God's timing is often the most direct path to what our souls truly need.